Honor is a brand that has been slowly but steadily climbing up the ranks in India, both in terms of market share as well as recognition and popularity amongst consumers. Having a technologically sound parent brand such as Huawei allows Honor to bring some high-end technology and quality onto its smartphones that are quite affordable. The Honor 8 Pro that was introduced earlier this year was and still is one of the best offerings on the market when it comes to value for money. It provides flagship grade features and performance at a fraction of the price and also posed a serious threat to competitor brands such as OnePlus, which almost always had an undisputed leadership in the past. The 8 Pro was known by the Honor V9 moniker in China, and this time around Honor has decided to continue with a single branding worldwide with the View 10 name in order to truly shine as a global product. This is Sandeep from Driverless. Let's see what the View 10 has to offer. The View 10, despite its different name, pretty much builds on the laurels of the 8 Pro. The 8 Pro still remains one of the best built phones on this side of the 50k mark. The View 10 builds on that by providing a design that's largely similar but refined even further to improve the ergonomics as well as the grip. The View 10 is slightly more angular and has a flatter back but retains the curved corners and sides. The physical footprint too remains nearly identical, with the View 10 being just a bit narrower due to the 18:9 aspect ratio display, and the weight has also been reduced a bit. The View 10 design and build quality is truly amazing, and I think it looks quite attractive. The fingerprint scanner has now been moved to the front below display despite there being very little room to house the sensor. The display is now a 5.99-inch 18:9 aspect ratio IPS display with full HD plus resolution. It looks really beautiful, and like some other displays from Honor and Huawei, the View 10 also offers deep blacks and good contrast ratio as well as sunlight legibility. The tech geeks amongst you would probably recollect that the 8 Pro had a 1440p display, so a 2160 by 1080 pixels resolution is definitely on the lower side. But to be fair, for daily use cases and anything other than VR purposes, I don't see any issues. It also has the added benefit of better battery since there are less pixels to push. My guess is the View 10 will be better since the number of pixels are less, even though the battery capacity has decreased to 3750 mAh. We don't know how good the battery life is just yet, but we'll let you know for sure in our review, which will come later. The camera setup is again a dual lens setup and something that Honor and Huawei devices of the past have pioneered. However, this time the internals have changed. There is a 16 megapixel f1.8 RGB camera along with a 20 megapixel f1.8 monochrome camera. This should result in better details, dynamic range and sharpness. The front camera too is now a 13 megapixel camera with f2 aperture. Quite impressive in terms of features and specifications, and we'll be diving deep into the camera and its aspects in our camera review in the future. One of the things Honor is pushing heavily is the AI features on the new octa-core Kirin 970 processor. It's tough to explain what AI truly is and how Honor is doing it on the View 10 in this video, but we'll be making a detailed explanation of the same pretty soon, so please do stay tuned for that. But one of the use cases is the automatic changing of the camera modes based on detection of the subject or object in frame. The phone comes preloaded with Android 8.0 Oreo and EMUI 8.0 on top of it. There's 128 gigs of storage on board that can be expanded along with 6 gigs of RAM. Honor has really gone all out in terms of connectivity since there's an IR blaster as well as a USB Type-C port that supports quick charge. The bundle adapter gives 5V or 9V both at 2A. The View 10 is a really promising handset from what we have seen so far. I'm almost certain that it's going to be one of the best handsets to come out next year when it launches in January. However, I will hold on to my final judgment till our review of the same is out. The View 10 will be launched in India on 8 January, but the pricing hasn't been revealed yet. We'll just have to wait and watch. We'll also be including a link to purchase the phone in the description below. Thanks for watching. That's it guys. See you again in the next one.